Hey guys, so today I am supposed to be 6 weeks, 6 days pregnant, and my dog is drinking water in the background, so I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. We went and had our ultrasound this morning, and they were trying to look for, of course, a heartbeat, but also growth from our last appointment. And Daisy! Drinking so loud. Anyway, so we, she did the ultrasound, and I mean, it was like night and day. I mean, we only had our other ultrasound 6 days ago, and I mean, it was just like a tiny little black dot or black hole, and then inside that little black hole was this little white dot, and that was our embryo, and that's all we could see. And our baby was measuring at 4 weeks, 6 days. And she was trying to stay optimistic and, whatever, and tell us all of our options and all of the things that could happen or whatever. So then today we go, and you can clearly see the baby, and it looks more than like just a dot. You can see its tiny little, like, basically arm and leg nubs, and, the weird alien-shaped head and whatever. Like, it just looked so different. It wasn't measuring at 6 weeks, 6 days. It was measuring at 5 weeks, 6 days. So still behind, but it grew a whole week's worth in 6 days, but we still couldn't find a heartbeat. You couldn't see it on the screen, nothing. And she looked all different angles, and she couldn't see a heartbeat. But since the baby looked so much bigger, like, we were still pretty optimistic. So then I got dressed, and then she came back in, and she just kind of talked to us basically and said that she's not very optimistic, and that she was glad we did our guarantee program, which means we get like 60 or 70% of the money back if it doesn't work or if we end in miscarry. And I was just like, how can you say that? Like, I know I want her to be honest with me, but at the same time, I don't know, I was just kind of bummed because I just felt like we had made a lot of progress, but she was hoping to see a heartbeat today. But you see a heartbeat after 6 weeks, but my baby was measuring at 5 weeks, 6 days. So I feel like we probably shouldn't have seen a heartbeat because the baby is so small. I don't know. So I just bawled the whole way home. We are supposed to go back in 10 days. And then at that ultrasound, we will, obviously find out if we can see a heartbeat or not. And if we can't see a heartbeat, then we'll know that this isn't a viable pregnancy and that we won't be able to carry the baby full term. But I'm hoping that that's not the case. I just feel like I cried all morning. It's about 2:30 now. Days. But I don't know. I mean, I'm glad my doctor's honest with me, but at the same time, her telling me that she's not optimistic about the pregnancy, I don't know. I just kind of felt like, not that I don't trust her, but I don't know if I should get a second opinion. I don't know if I should go to my OB and tell him what's going on and, have him take a look in a week or two and, see what he thinks. Because maybe she was just going so quick she couldn't see it. Because I felt like she wasn't holding it in one place long enough. But at the same time, she's the doctor. She's the fertility specialist. She knows more than I do, obviously. She does this all the time. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth going through the emotional roller coaster of, going to my OB and getting a second opinion, or if I should just wait the 10 days and see if we can see a heartbeat or not. Because at that point, 10 days from now, no matter what, we should see a heartbeat at that point. Daisy! She's trying to play with Deke. Crazies. I don't know. I'm just so numb right now. And I just try to keep talking to our baby and keep telling them to keep growing, and we keep praying for them every day and all day, every day. And I don't know. I don't want to think about doing IVF again. I don't want to think about our next pregnancy. I want this pregnancy to work. I want this baby to grow. I feel like we're just so attached to it already. I mean, and this was the other thing that really upset me. She didn't give me, we could see so much more today of the baby, and she didn't give me a picture. And then I didn't realize she didn't print me off a picture until after she had walked out of the room, and she had never given me one, and I was already dressed, and I just started crying because I'm like, what if that's the last time we get to see our baby? And I'm so mad at myself. I should have just asked her to come back in and say, I'm sorry, but I need you to do this again and give me a picture, because I just bawled and bawled because I can't believe I didn't ask for one, or made sure they were going to give me one. But I guess that just means the baby still needs to be alive and doing well at our next appointment. So anyway, this is probably all over the place. Please let me know if, I have any reason to get a second opinion, or what you guys think I should do, or if I should not be freaking out because the baby is measuring behind but is still growing, and maybe that's why I can't see a heartbeat. We can't see a heartbeat. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll probably do an update in 10 days, unless something happens before then. So, all right, bye guys.